Hello, guys. We are gardening. I feel like it's spring, summer. It's summer at this point in the game. But I started recording the whole process of gardening in this yard, which is crazy. And it's year one and week one. So I've never done a vegetable garden here at all before, and I dug up a huge rock garden. So we're gonna go ahead and watch that. Just real quick because I'm really hoping this finishes, but I've only gotten that part done. This whole garden, it's gonna be where I start, but full of weeds and rocks, and we've got a ton of them up in there. The boys have been helping over here. I don't think I'm going to actually take out all these rocks. Oh, I'm back and forth on it. I am going to plant zucchini up here, and then when the zucchini is done, I'm going to plant pumpkins in mid to late summer, and so then that's just what's going to be hanging out over here. And I'm just going to plant them at the top and let them take over. I might even do, I don't know, zucchini doesn't like vine, but I might do a watermelon and a zucchini, and then those will just be over here, but I have to clean out at least that section up there, and then this will be a whole bunch of other stuff, and we're going to get some cattle fencing, and put it up along the whole thing. And I don't know, I'm really hoping, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to have to use a hoe and go through and just get the whole, just trench out the whole thing for the berries. It's going to take a lot of work, but it gets easier. It's a lot easier to use that sucker when you're not fighting rocks, let me tell you. Going through rocks is difficult. I'm not able to get all of them out. I am going to I kind of started to do it last year, which is why there's a mound over here and it was a groove down over here. And I found all of the meshing that they put under, so it gets easier when you can find the meshing, you pull it up and then you don't have to dig as much. But there are like gigantic bricks in there. It's a problem. And those were under the meshing. So this is decades of rocks, so there's no way I'm getting all of them out, but I am trying to get down 9 inches to a foot. I'm possibly going to get more soil and just put it all over on top. I don't really want to do a raised bed because that's going to be so much more expensive. This is so much more labor intensive, but it's cheaper. I am going to get started plants. Home Depot had a whole bunch of fun heirloom ones, and this week they were 4 for $10. They usually kind of keep that price for forever. So hopefully this next week they'll also be 4 for $10. So I'm going to get all of those and I'm going to plant tomatoes along here so that they can climb the cow line. And then I might do an arch in here too. We shall see. The boys, it's going to be tricky. I don't know how exactly I'm going to handle that, but I know I'm going to have to be out here a lot in the summertime. So I think that will kind of help damage control. I hope that's my goal. So anyway, I did start recording me doing it, and then my camera died, so I'm charging that up, and hopefully by the end of this weekend this can be all. I've been out here for at least an hour doing this, and that's all I've got done, and it's okay. I'm okay with that. I know it's going to take a long time. I tried to start it last year and I just gave up because it was so much, and they were all so much littler and it was harder. So they're helping quite a bit actually. So I'm putting all the boys to work. We're getting the rocks out. We've got a good amount of dirt now instead of just rock, because that was just solid rock. So hopefully this is successful and we can just keep going and going. And then this will turn into different beds, like watermelon beds or strawberry patch. Kind of like these will always be in that kind of realm where it's viney, big takeover kind of things that are right in their front that you kind of want to grab easy peasy. So this just happened. Luckily I'm bullheaded and determined, but man, I kind of want to cry.
This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling. to see it all. Don't think about tomorrow, today we are heroes, hear adventure call. There are whole new worlds to see. I keep running, and my feet keep lifting me like I'm flying. Time to see it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins.
Right now, we're gonna do zucchini and watermelon, see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Hopefully it works, but it's not the end of the world. This is a hodgepodgey, but I figure you don't want to sit here and watch me just dig up rocks. So we are more than halfway done. I'm so excited. I'm like pulling out along the rim too, which I thought was gonna be the hardest thing, and it's turning out to be like the easiest. I do have to reach under and you know, whatever. And now my wheelbarrow tire is flat, so my husband is airing up the air compressor thing. I have a load, and then that's easily 2 loads of easy rocks, because I just pulled up this liner right here, and you have to pull it up in sections because it starts ripping. But that's that's what's making it so much easier. If I actually had to dig it up, which is how we started over here doing it a couple years ago. We got half of it out and gave up. And so I'm not even kidding you. Like, there's so many rocks. Like, there's still going to be rocks in here because you can still see rocks everywhere. I do have the... Okay, so he filled it up with air. It's got a massive leak in it on the rim, so I'm going to have to fill it up every time I take it down. But anyway, I'm just setting it there. I'm at a point where I'm like basically just reaching over and throwing them in. I'm so excited. Like, this is happening. I did go and I found, I think it was horse manure compost, I'm pretty sure, and a few other things at Menards, and I will be grabbing that because it's far cheaper at Menards than it is at Home Depot. Lowe's, all the Lowe's are like so far out of my way. They're not really, but I never think about going there. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this. I do have watermelons, which I definitely need to mound because they already hate it. Okay, never mind. A kid has already come through and ripped them up. So we have one fully one in here that looks sickly. But I'm gonna hope and pray that they survive. So anyway, yep, and there's a Nemo. So alrighty, don't kill my plants. And this has been smashed on, so someone stood on that and just walked through it, it looks like. Okay. I'm trying to get all the rocks out. Can you say hi?
Chick, come here. Spring the chick.
Say hi.
Hi.
Welcome to my garden. Hey, can you say that?
Hi.
Can you say hi? No, he doesn't want to be recorded. Okay, so it is now later. I don't even know what days of the week I'm recording. So anyway, we went to the store. We got some starter plants. We already got these earlier in the week, I think. That's just, those are cherry tomatoes, just plain old hunky-dory cherry tomatoes. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, I'll show you in a second. Then we went to Menards today. Those came from Menards too, actually, but that was a different day. Then we went to Menards today. These are the 100 cherry tomato things. Yay! These things. They're these things. Will it not focus if I'm...
What is happening? I only have one finger. Okay. Ugh. There we go. Focus. No, all right. Anyway, they're organic, sweet 100. So I wanted to try these, and this one was a 2-for deal. They were only $2.44, and they're already super leggy. So obviously, because I think we've talked about this already, but you're gonna prune all these things off anyway, so it doesn't matter if those look pathetic. What mattered was the tops. These are some of the best tops, so we will be planting those today, so they're not out and about anymore. We got some oregano, we got some basil, and we got a strawberry plant. Now, for whatever reason, the strawberries were watered, but not that guy. I got him because he was spreading pretty good. I thought I knew exactly where I was gonna put him. I don't know. Everything, all of these were $2.44 plus 11% rebate, so then they tell you what the actual price is, but it's a little over $2. Then we went to Home Depot, and I thought all of these were in the 4 for $10 section, but they weren't. So we have red onions, white onions, curly kale, another strawberry plant that's not the same. That one is All-Star, and this one is Ozark Beauty. This one has white flowers, and that one has pinkish purple flowers. We also got, is this one of the, yep. We got 2 tomatillos. I'm excited. And then we got a Lemon Boy hybrid tomato. I went there. This looks, that's a luscious looking tomato plant too. I went there wanting to get the little pear cherry tomatoes. They were out. I mean, I got a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff was gone. So this has been a great week to plant. It's been like raining at night, and then I think it's already 90 degrees at this point. It was fun. It's funny. 1 week ago today, our high was 45. Today it's 90. Then the other big thing that I got at Menards was soil. Now remember how my wheelbarrow is busted? Oh, it doesn't hold air for anything, and I was like, I don't want to take 15,000 trips. So I used my double stroller. See, having two kids, 2 under 2 is the right thing for so many reasons, but this is just an added bonus. Figure I'd bring the money tree outside to enjoy the nice tropical climate. So anyway, got some stuff going in there. Oh, it's hot. It already is 90, so woohoo. I have these guys also, which are better boy, bigger boy, I don't know. Oh, look, good, he did leave the thing in. Okay, so they are better boy. I got these from my father-in-law. Told him I was growing a garden. He had 4 tomato plants, he gave me 3. I love him so much. So anyway, I have these. They've been hanging out in the front in little solo cups in their little things. So they're very moist up here, but yeah. So I have to plant those guys. I think what I'm going to do, one of those bad boys is going to be lettuce. I want to get on that today. And I think I'm going to take out the tops of what I have in there. And instead of flowers that all completely die, I'm going to mix out and put possibly some manure or something. I don't know. And put tomatoes. One's going to be cherry and one's going to be regular. And then I'm going to buy, the only time I'm going to buy the fancy trellis is for the front. And so it'll be going along the window. So that'll be cool. And I really, 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 really badly want a giant flower box right there, and possibly put a ton of the herbs in there, so then I can just open the window in the kitchen and just reach out and pick them. That's kind of my plan. Okay, I went to Tractor Supply because all of their berry bushes are way cheaper. So I got some wisteria. I'm going to put that on my front arbor since the roses did not work. So roses might show up on one side, so I'm going to put that on the other side. Then I got pink lemonade blueberries, and it's alive. A lot of them were completely dead, so I tried to grab ones that were alive. I grabbed blackberries that are thornless, which defeats my purpose. And it's not doing anything, but we're going to be hopeful. And then we got a blueberry that's massive.
we are going to go ahead and knock off all the flowers and stuff so that it can work on its roots once it gets in there. But maybe I'll plant them all near a post. I don't know. Not 100%, but one's going to go for that. Every section of it is going to get a bush. I did start doing this obviously before, and it wasn't hard. It was just exhausting, and I picked a hot day to do it. And it's supposed to rain all weekend, so I might do this more, but I have enough room to plant all 3 of the berry bushes and possibly get more cheaper later. I don't know. We'll see. I did get these tomatoes in. So this is just a regular cherry. That's the lemon. Oh, sorry, I'm looking outside. That's the lemon tomato, and then that's the big 100, and it's twins. So I couldn't split. It was not 2 plants. I couldn't split it apart. They were coming out of the same seed. So we have twins. So hopefully that'll work. I did obviously prune down. No, stop. Do not do that. So their root base is literally at the bottom of the pot. They're huge. So I was all stressed out about getting fencing, but I am going to show you that in the next clip. It was garbage day, and it's garbage day for a few other towns this weekend, and I'm going to go ransack their towns too. But I've been getting fencing, so I don't have to pay for it, people. Awesome. So anyway, I've only got the 1 cherry done, and this one should probably come off, but I'm nervous. I'm going to let that get a little bit bigger. I am going to keep pruning it until the vine part reaches the fencing, which will be a little bit higher. Then none of those leaves will exist underneath that, and then I won't care. That's my personal goal. So I'm not going to worry about this. It's supposed to rain. I don't know how to deal with it right now. I'm trying to be positive. And it's a disaster back here. And tomorrow's Friday, and tomorrow's supposed to be a lot cooler. And tomorrow is clean the backyard day. So we've got our tomatoes, which I was very nervous about. One of them's flowering. I did not realize I grabbed one that was flowering and had a strawberry on it. I didn't realize that. Huh. But I'm excited for those. I was kind of slightly nervous because where I'm going to plant them is slightly crazy. I'm going to plant them in the front, which is crazy because this is supposed to be my flower bed and stuff. So anyway, some flowers survive up here. Most of them do not. It's a weird, shady, sunny spot. I planted tomatoes up here, and they did phenomenal. So I know there's plenty of sun. And I planted those in like August or July. Yeah, I got barely any berries, or any tomatoes, but you know. I had them in the back, and my son pulled them all out of the ground. Okay, it's garbage week, so there's tons of stuff. I saw this chain link fence from the road. I'm grabbing it, but I came up on this guy. All right, guys, so we kind of have our garden mapped out. Some things have fallen over. We're gonna plant the rest of our cherry tomatoes over here along this wall. Okay, how do I make this? There we go. I was like, how do I hold it correctly? So, cherry tomatoes, I did find some fun stuff. Parker is over there standing on it. It's green, but it's rabbit cage, rabbit wire.
Rabbit!
Green, yeah, rabbit. That's coated in green. Found that on the curb, so we're using that. So we're going to put that. It's long enough, I believe, to put starting from here and to go around, and we're actually going to corner and then put fencing over here. I'm not 100% sure what's going to go along the back fence part, but we'll get there. We have 2 tomatillos over there. Is that how you call them? What you call them? Tomatillo? I don't know. I'm from Iowa. So, and then we have red and white onions, and we're just going to shove those, and they're pretty much just going to take up. I did kind of want to grow something that vined right here, but I think since I did get all the onions, I'm just going to shove the onions all the way to the back. There's about 50 in each pack, so we'll see what we can get done. Now, we don't have the stuff for it quite yet, but we will get there. We're going to have posts coming in here, and we are going to have a big cattle fence
that arches and then comes back down over here. I have a lot of rocks to get rid of right here, and then that is oregano and basil that's going to be hanging out in the back in front of whatever gets planted. So it'll be like back behind all the onions because the onions won't block the sun, and then they will still have a lot of space. So I want to do 2 cattle things. Yes, I have a son who's wearing a I don't know if we saw that. I have a son who's wearing a winter coat. It's 90 degrees outside. So anyway, all-purpose topsoil, and we have compost manure, and we're going to use some extra fertilizer, plant food, and throw all of that in there and rake it around, and then we will worry about planting the plants. I also decided I'm going to use straw for my mulch because I can get it in the next town over for $10, and I'm pretty sure it will cover the whole thing. Hopefully that will deter them. I don't know if it will. We're gonna cross our fingers. The dirt definitely won't. And plus, look how dry it is. And the beautiful thing is, it's supposed to rain tonight, so it's looking gorgeous right now. It's about 7:30. We're gonna get this stuff, at least get the dirt ready to go. It's not 90 anymore. Now it's got to be 80, but still, it's 80 degrees. He's got his winter coat on, so. Anyway, we need to get messing with this dirt before they keep thinking it's their own play pit.
This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment this good to hear the best day of our lives. Yeah. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins.
Adventures in gardening. Look at this. It's been pouring all night, and that looks weird. Like, how's it up, but the plant, I don't know where the plant is. One of those tomatoes is gone. I think we had, I don't think this was wind. I think this, because I don't see how wind would have knocked these over. Considering it didn't knock the berries over. But somebody, okay, those look okay. Yay! Okay. Okay, so now we know this is a thing. Massive thunderstorms. This is a little cherry tomato. Yeah. I'm gonna salvage what I can. It's not supposed to rain. It's gonna keep raining for about an hour or so. We just got a little bit of a break. And that was just a cherry, but the lemon one, I need to find it. Like, it's not even in there. I don't know if somebody came and ate it. Okay, I wanted to give an update in the daylight. It's definitely a possum. I can't seem to find, I think this is just weeds. Yeah. I can't seem to find the lemon tomato plant. This one was just dug out, so I'm pretty sure that sounded and was tasty. And obviously we've got a ton of dirt going on here. That was just a plain cherry. That was my 100 cherry. Obviously one's busted. I don't think the other one's busted. Luckily it was twins. That one's gone. I can't even slightly lie right now. I am way more upset about the fact that I lost a bunch of dirt. And I will recoup some of that, but I'm not going to be able to get all of it back. Because, like, we had flood warnings last night, so, and it definitely happened earlier.
I don't know how. It started downpouring at like 9 o'clock, unless this thing was out here immediately. But it was 100% the eggs that went in. Now, this one isn't even touched, and I think it has to do with the fact that it's half the potting soil I bought the other day and half that. And that has a smell to it. I I think that's what did it, because that has a full egg in it too. And that's the problem. They're full eggs. So they smelled the egg. Whoever it was smelled the egg. It was a possum. Our area is like rampant with the possums. We have no coons. We can hear coons every now and again, but I've never seen one, which is weird. However, we see possums all the time. This is my plan. I am going to go buy another one. I'm also going to go buy another one of the fun ones because I wanted to go back. I'm just going to cut it as a loss. It's going to be okay. I'm going to plant them. I'm going to stake them. And at nighttime, they're going to go in the shop. That's what's going to happen. So I am getting tomatoes off those darn things, especially until, at the very least, until it's huge. Because I don't think the possum will kill it when it's huge. But I will there will be a stake in it instead of it growing up on the thing. It's going to be, we're just trying a different tactic. It didn't eat those, so I don't think it wants those. It did go after that. It might not have gone after that one, right? Is it right here? Yeah. Yeah, here's my tomato. Yeah, it didn't eat that one. So, okay. It just ate that one. These two were knocked over. This one was dug out. A whole different tactic. So it wanted that entire thing. So, all right. Well, it's raining, so it's not supposed to rain like late morning. So I will check back in with you later. This is a fun adventure in the life of gardening. Another fun adventure in the life of gardening. All that mud is under my stroller. It got the rocks too. I didn't realize it was going to be as bad as storms. I am going to be paying more attention to the weather, like anally attention, because I lost a lot of money here too. Luckily, most of it's still there, but we definitely have like a little stream right here, which when I was walking out here this morning, I was like, why am I stepping in so much mud? And then later I was like, oh God, I bet it washed off. And it did. So anyway, I needed more dirt anyway. I'm not going to cry about it, even though I kind of want to. The adventures in gardening. Also, there's nothing even there anymore. That's crazy. Like, what the heck? Where did that dirt go? That's crazy. That was a huge pile. Well, we're learning. We're learning. We're learning. We're expensive learning, but we're learning. Now that it's raining, I can see how it's spilling off. And like, I mean, there's a river, you know, going out the backyard. But since I didn't know what was happening, it's because the drain pump is gone. My son took it off and I didn't think about it. So it washed away the water washed away all the dirt and my watermelons. And I clearly didn't twist all the stuff around because I just laid dirt on top. Oh. Don't lay dirt on top. Like, there's no getting that dirt back. Like, it's not even down here. There's some sitting underneath the stroller, but the majority of it's gone. So, I did save those 2 tomato plants. You know, it really does get discouraging, but I know it's worth it.
if I keep going. Also, there's my tomatillos that I talked about yesterday that I was gonna put up there. I saw that I looked how to grow them and stuff. Those things get massive, so they're not going in the garden. They're actually, I've decided, gonna go further down along that. They might go one might go right there, so it's on the edge, and then just knock the blueberry over and put the tomatillos there, because they can get 5 feet wide. So, I'm not growing them in the garden. Take up the whole garden.
All right, so we're gonna come into Menards to get a thing for the house, the rain, and maybe some more dirt. I doubt the dirt, but we'll go and look at the plants too, I guess. So we're in the outside part, and we've got some of this fencing. Now, only one of them is actually priced, but it's like $12 or something like that. Yeah, $13. So this one is 31 by 36. I'm assuming it's like 36 all direction. I don't know. 36 by 36. 44 and 44. I might get this. Okay, so we have some it says the burpee organic vegetables are $2.44. Plus this week we have an 11% off. Here are the small 100 tomatoes, sweet 100s. And they're all very leggy and they're gigantic. And I feel like for $2.50, it's totally worth it. And some of them, he needs a hug. You really need a hug? I think you just want out. Okay, so first off, something that looks kind of obvious, the potting soil that I have in there isn't really potting soil, because there should not be standing water. There is not standing water in this one. This one also wasn't touched. It is half and half. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I kind of wanted to put that on the bottom, I think, for better drainage instead of on the top. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I got another. I was going to start recording, but my sister called me, so I got another 100 plant. I think one of these, not positive, but I'm pretty sure that one's a goner. But this one doesn't seem to have gotten bent. And they are twins, you know, so. But it's soaking quite a bit in there. This is bad. So, yeah. Exciting times. I keep hoping that this is not a dandelion. I keep hoping I'm gonna see the plant and it didn't eat the plant, but it took the plant, which sucks. I did go ahead and buy another 100 plant, and I did buy, I bought a jalapeno pepper and I should have grabbed 2 of those and I didn't, but yeah, I want that. And she's like, ooh, salsa. And yeah, it's a salsa thing. So my tomatillos, had no idea what they were, just knew they were in the pepper tomato family. They're siblings, they fight. But this one's definitely the biggest. It needs supports like tomatoes do. And so I will be figuring out how to do that, because it doesn't need the same kind of support because they're massive. I do the kale. The kale is very happy right now. We were getting hail and stuff last night, so I was trying to protect everything that wasn't in anything. And I almost was like, I should do something about these. And I'm going to count that as a blessing that somebody came and attacked all that stuff and showed me that this was not good potting soil. Which, I mean, for $2 or $3, did I expect good potting soil? No, but I expected potting soil. I kind of think that I'm going to take some of these river rocks, since they're not down. I'm trying to find all the positives here and make a riverbed. I did go to the store and get a drain thing, so we do have one of those. The water was just coming out. Neighbors are leaving. The water was just coming out and draining straight down here, and that's how all that just disappeared. And I was like, what the heck happened? Because it was pouring like torrential downpour. So it was coming through here, coming across here, coming over here, and going through here. I don't even understand how that was a thing, because like, look, you can see all the dirt that's underneath those leaves hanging out in there that came off of that. I wonder if zucchini got transplanted and we'll see zucchini show up. That'll be so funny. So that's another thing. I have to go buy more zucchini. Luckily, it was like the 35-cent pack, I think, that I had last time. So anyway, we're going to see what I can get done tonight and how tonight's going to go down. And I do want to get some more. I think I'm going to try to get all my bushes in the ground today. We're going to get as much of it into the ground and into pots as we can. It is going to pour again. I'm definitely going to use more of that, because that one looks fun. Like, it doesn't even look like the rain even bothered it. So I'm leaning towards that. So anyway, these videos are going to be hugely long. I'm going to try to cut them down as much as possible. Week 1 of gardening. Not going the best, but we're going to get there, darn it. We cleared out our rock garden. We got that done. And we got some plants. And the kale is happy. Hopefully next week is better, right? So anyway, I'll see you in the next clip. Maybe we'll be going to a store. You know, you can choose to be mad, but then you can come inside and see the adorableness that is happening on your living room floor and be fine. I love my life.
This is where it all begins.